This picture here is Billy Wooldridge. Obviously, the other ones, Bernardo, Homolka, and Williams. Wooldridge, the one known as Wooldridge, is O.P.P boss. He is friends and copycats to these serial killers. Here in Napanee, boss to O.P.P, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. He is boss to Spencer Mills. He is boss to ex-chief. He is boss to staff sergeants, the men, maybe Christine too, I don't know. He is boss to Shannon Cork, boss to Robert Lucas, boss to Robert Kane, boss to a woman named Stacy, mental health worker, was Napanee, now Kingston, and boss to Shelley Hafner. He is boss to doctors at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital who are aiding in his crimes. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Mighty V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Sue, Dr. Fardell, Dr. McGregor, triage nurse, blonde-haired woman named Tanya, triage nurse Terry, triage nurse or Dr. David, and paladin security guard, roughly 25 years old, approximately 400 to 500 pounds. That is William Wooldridge, one of his pictures. The other is one named Blair Hardy, another Tyler Lake, another Jabin Alstein, another Ray Ray. He has a white pit bull, or deaf. Another Sam, his roommate, Hope Mills, a woman named Michelle, Allie Cooper, a guy named Bucktooth Bob here, and many others. They are using what is called remote neuromonitoring, and they are passing it around and using it on me while injuring me, torturing me, deforming me, numbing me down to dumb me down in hopes to get away with this. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals, except for on victims of O.P.P and Lennox and Addington Hospital and their boss. 3 years revenge retaliation for me speaking of O.P.P, human homeless trafficking, and other crimes from the Morning Star mission at the time, and finding out who all was involved. Back 3 years ago, August of 2019, I was at my previous address, and the ex-O.P.P chief went by. He was in a white Jeep Wrangler. He went by, he waved, I waved back, and when I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. They pointed something, I seen it, they pointed something, and they shot it. I don't know what it was, but they shot it, and it went into my right ear. I started having the problems after that. I finally went to the hospital to try to find out what the fuck's going on, and finally that year, November of 2019, I got a CAT scan done. Before I got my CAT scan done, Stacy was there talking to her girlfriend Tatiana, aka Margie V. After that, I was medically blacklisted. The discrimination, the lies, and the cover-ups began. I would go to other hospitals. I would hear, "We seen your file, we seen your file, we seen your file. What do you expect us to do for you?" There's been lies against me stating that I am suicidal. Not true in any way, shape, or form. Lies against me stating I'm a self-harmer. Not true in any way, shape, or form, and they need to be proven by the ones that cast that lie. There's been lies against me stating I've been in and out of institutes like mental institutions have a long history, a psychological history, and a long criminal history and whatnot, and none of it is true in any way, shape, or form. I just I just got a record. I was just charged and got a record through O.P.P and the doctors here to deflect the crimes against me, to buy time and to cover this up because of me wanting them arrested and charged. I've been kidnapped. I've been sex assaulted. I have been brain split. I know I've been seriously injured. I've been skull split. My whole right body, the whole right side of my body has been completely mutilated and injured, and it's being done to me through remote neuromonitoring. And it is compliments of O.P.P, compliments of Stacy. They are also guilty. William Wooldridge, their boss of 149 Center Street North, and Blair Hardy, who is allegedly in jail, are also guilty of stalking my mother. In December of 2020, she passed away from them using remote neuromonitoring on her with the high EMFs and radiation. Her age caused cancer, caused tumors, causing her passing was with intent. And I will not be proven wrong. And the reason it was done was because Wooldridge was told, last known username, was told that he and I were switched at birth. I am 50, he is 70. No possible way, in any way, shape, or form. But he believes it. So, that's what drugs do to you. That's what meth does to you. And heroin and fentanyl and the rest of the junk you put into you. He also thinks that he also believes that I am his son. Not true in any way, shape, or form. We are not related in any way, shape, or form, you delusional motherfucker. I know who my dad is. I watched my dad commit suicide, so you go fuck yourself, Wooldridge. You go fuck yourself, Stacy. And O.P.P, you are guilty of attempted murder. You are guilty of this identity theft for the intent to frame, to traffic, and to murder. And I will not be proven wrong. You also have a justice of the peace to obstruct for you, to make accusations for you, to to refuse arrest for crimes. So you have that covered. You have the doctors covered here. I am how O.P.P and the rest are human trafficking, how they are framing victims, how they are trafficking victims once again, sexually and physically, how they are committing homicides. They're using their inmates, they're using their junkies, while feeding them a lot of money and drugs and this tech to do it. I have been proving my deforming, I have been proving my injuries facially, skull-wise, and everything else, and not being taken serious, being called a liar. William Wooldridge and conveniently the rest of them are all untouchable. Why? Because they own O.P.P, because they are co-offenders, and because they are guilty and can implicate everything. Outside police need to come in and arrest, criminally felony charge O.P.P cops. They need to criminally arrest and felony charge Lennox and Hennepin County General Hospital doctors, along with Paladin Security and their boss, William Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and the rest name. You are guilty of attempted murder, premeditated, with intent to commit, aiding in this crime with O.P.P, whether you know it or not. I've lost 3 inches off my skull. I was 6'3" and I've lost so much skull and deforming. I've lost 3 inches off my head. So congratulations, you fuckers. I'm being broadcasted through right now by Tyler Lake. You fucking goof. let it be known, this is how O.P.P and Bloodlines. By the way, Chris Wood here, August 20th, 2022. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like this content, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. It is very important. Families of murdered and missing, it is O.P.P. Human trafficking victims, it is O.P.P. And their inmates and their doctors they have to use to cover their crimes with and for them, using their badges, positions, credentials to be unsuspecting and to get away with it. And then when others want them charged, they do it. They co-conspire to have it done to their victims to victimize them more, to deflect the crimes that they are guilty of. Anyway, I better wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none.